Continuity. That was the theme of this offseason so far. Continuity. And why has it been the theme? We'll get to it in a second. But first off, the reason continuity is I'm saying this word is everybody's coming back to their team either on a 1-year deal, a 2+1 deal, which is like 1-and-1, where it's this year is guaranteed and next year's an option. And it's because next year the salary cap is going to jump. Right now we're on a $24 billion contract with TNT and ESPN. Allegedly the next TV deal is going to be $75 billion, my apology, which means we're going to have a similar free agency next year to the 2016. And if it's not next year, it's 2024. Plus next year, the 2023 draft class is supposed to be a generational draft class of talent. So everybody's bringing it back and running it back. Not only because of these reasons. Look at the Golden State Warriors. Look at the Miami Heat. Look at the Milwaukee Bucks. Look at the Boston Celtics. All those teams, they've made tiny moves every year, but for a majority of their roster, or for a majority of their core, continuity was the theme. They kept the same guys. They kept building it up. So I'm just going to list all the guys who returned that we were like all going to leave, but they returned. And some obviously are bigger names than others. Like right here, the first one, Luke Cornett returns to the Celtics. Nick Claxton and Patty Mills returns to the Nets. Cody Martin returns to the Hornets. Okay. Then he had Zach LaVine returns. Jarek Jones Jr. returns. Ricky Rubio returns to Cleveland. Okay. You had Theo Penson, not that big of a name, but he returns. And then you have over here Nikola Jokic obviously got the extension, but Devon Reed, they brought him back. Marvin Bagley III got brought back by the Pistons. Okay. Kevon Looney was brought back to the Warriors. Jashawn Tate brought back by the Rockets. Jalen Smith brought back by the Pacers. Okay. Clippers brought back Amir Coffey and Nick Batum. Okay, then you had Tyus Jones, who we all thought was going to get paid by a different team, but gets paid by the Grizzlies to return. Victor Oladipo and Dwayne Dedmon return. Bobby Portis and Wes Matthews returned to the Bucks. And so did Javon Carter, so did Serge Ibaka. Then you look over here, Taurean Prince returns to the Timberwolves. Or the Knicks get Mitchell Robinson, who we thought was going to leave. Lou Dort comes back to the Thunder. Okay, Mo Bamba and Gary Harris return to the Magic. Continuity. The Magic showed how big continuity is. Portland Trailblazers bring back Joseph Nurkic, Anthony Simons, and Drew Eubanks. Isn't that crazy? And then Thad Young and Chris Boucher return to the Raptors. Bradley Beal, Anthony Gill both return. Okay. That's like 31 guys that all return to their teams. And I think that is a good move. Congratulations to them. I think they've done a fantastic job. And these are teams that, look, next year's offseason is going to be more important. So all these teams are focusing in on continuity. And people aren't realizing how important continuity is and how much of a difference it's making. A lot of teams are realizing, let's keep this core. Let's run this core back because it's making a difference. And we're seeing it with teams. And so for me, I think it's interesting as all hell. First off, we saw so many. I guess we could all agree that a lot of these guys, I think it's just interesting to see how all these guys have been moving around. There's a lot of young guys too, but they're really just, a lot of teams are just trying to keep their players around. Also, the Utah Jazz, interesting enough, and the San Antonio Spurs both have had no signings, which is like really interesting. And I also completely forgot the Trailblazers were geniuses and got themselves Gabriel Procida. But still, like, look at a team like the Suns. Okay, yeah, obviously they had a bunch of free agents, and we expect them to bring back a few of those free agents. They lost Aaron Holiday and JaVale McGee, but like the championship teams are the ones that are the only ones that they're having to pick and choose. But if you look at like teams like the Orlando Magic, they're all making the right moves and bringing back their talent, because that's how you win. I don't know. I think it's definitely interesting as all hell. I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below. What do you guys think with this? And what else? That's basically what I got. I got an NBA show you should check out. Like and subscribe. Do all that good jazz. But that's it for me. I hope you guys do have a great day, because I know I will. I don't know. that's basically it. I have nothing else to say. I hope you guys do enjoy this.